Hello learners, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. This is Neha Gupta from Target Achievers Om Vihar Deheria Haldwani, and in this institute I am teaching English, and this topic which I am going to teach you all, it is related to error detection. Here this institute is providing the classes to the learners who are preparing for examination. What kind of examination? Entrance or any kind of competitive examination. And the topic is error detection. Sometimes there are a lot of students, they know very well lot of things, but they get stuck somewhere because they do not know that where is the error. So that's why I am here with the topic. I am giving you 2 or 5 minutes, not minutes, seconds time. So kindly pay attention on the board and try to find out the errors on your own. I hope learners, you have seen the topic, you have read the topic, that time was enough to you all. If it was not enough to you all, so I am here to help you out. So let's read the paragraph. In July 10, the US President Donald Trump had announced a 35% tariff on Canadian imports. So students, have you found the errors? Here, let me tell you the first error. And yes, students, before telling you the errors, I would like to inform you there is no need to get afraid, just because in this video we will learn at least 7 to 10 concepts of error detection. That's why I'm saying that this video is really very helpful to you all. So first error is there only in July 10. So students, remember, whenever we talk about time means 12 baje, 1 baje, means at 12, at 1. This is time. Then the preposition which we use, that is at. Whenever we talk about day or date, the preposition which we use, that is on. Like if we are talking about Monday, on Monday, and if we are talking about a particular date like 15th, so we will use on 15th, या फिर on 15th, okay, fine, or 15th November. And if we are talking about any month or year, then the preposition which we use, that is in. Like if I am talking about in November, or if I am talking about in 2020. So here the first error which we detected, that is in July 10. Here you can see July is a month, but we are not at all talking about the month. We are talking about the date. So here date, and we can see with date we use on, the preposition on. So the first error is in. We will cut it and we will write on here. Now this is correct. Now let's move forward. The US President Donald Trump. Here we go with the second error. That was the concept number 1. Now this is the concept number 2. Whenever here the position is given, there is name also, and there is no error between them. No error means no comma between them. Sorry, there is no comma between them. Then we will not use any kind of article. If there is comma, between position or name. We will not use any kind of article. Okay, learners, here comes the concept number 2. What does concept number 2 say? So, concept number 2 says if there is the position with name. So, position with name and there is no comma between them. So, no article will be used. Here in the paragraph, you can clearly see there is the position with the name Donald Trump and there is no comma. But then too, we have used the article the. So, if there is proper noun, learners, there is proper noun. So, with proper noun, we do not use article. So, the article will not be used here. So, we will cut it down. So, this is the concept number 2. Now, let's move forward what the paragraph says. Now, US President Donald Trump had announced a 35% tariff. So students, here comes concept number 3. What does concept number 3 says? Concept number 3 says that if there is past point of time. What is past point of time? If I am talking about past point of time. Past point of time means yesterday, last month, or it could be any, means in 2005, whatever it is. So it is showing the time when does the work complete. So when there is the past point of time like this, yesterday, last month, in 2005, so the tense will be completely past and which tense? That is simple past. So we will use simple past tense. What is the formula of simple past? If voice is active, so the formula of simple past is subject plus V2 plus object. If voice is active. If voice is passive, then the formula of past is subject plus was verb plus V3 plus object. So here we can clearly see Donald Trump had announced is written here. So had will not be there because rule number 3, concept number 3 says that if there is simple past active, so formula would be subject plus V2 plus object. So here subject is Donald Trump and V2 is announced. So announced is enough. So had will not be there. It would be cut down. This is an error. So we have detected that error. So students, we have learned 3 concepts. Now let's move forward. Donald Trump announced a 35% tariff on Canadian imports. यानी Canadian imports में Donald Trump ने क्या किया? 35% tariff जो है वो announce किए. Despite of Ottawa rescinded. So here comes the concept number 4. What does concept number 4 say? So students, concept number 4 says if there is a preposition, so if we talk about despite, there is the preposition despite of. Despite is a preposition, and if there is a preposition in spite of, the meaning, the Hindi meaning of both the preposition is ke बावजूद. But the thing is that if we talk about despite, so we do not use of with it. Despite is enough in itself. And if we talk about in spite, so we use preposition of with it. Means with despite it is not used, this preposition, and with in spite it is used. So students, you need to be very clear with your mind that with despite we do not use of, and with in spite we use of. So here the fourth error which we have detected, that is of, so it will not be used here with despite preposition. And whenever students we talk about preposition and there is a verb, so with preposition, if there is a verb, so verb will always come with its ing form. So here preposition is despite, of will not be used here, and this is the verb. And what did I tell you? That with preposition verb would be coming with ing form. So here ing form is not there. So this is the error. So ing form would be coming here. So that would be reciting, descending. Meaning of this word is Ghatana. And what is Ottawa? Ottawa is the capital of Canada. So the correct sentence would be despite Ottawa resenting a 3% digital services tax that was to go into effect. And students, here comes the concept number 5. That was the despite was the concept number 4, and here comes the concept number 5. What does the concept number 5 say? Concept number 5 says that if there is the word, which word I am talking about? The word is affect. If that word affect comes as a verb, the Hindi meaning of this word is prabhav dala. So we do not use any kind of preposition like on with that. It would be wrong if we are using affect as a verb. But if we are using affect as a noun, the Hindi meaning of this is prabhav. Then definitely a preposition would be used here, that is affect on. We just take the example of that, like pause करना था सर. Okay. So students, here comes the concept number 5, and I also may get confused which concept is it, but you do not need to get confused. So let's talk about the concept number 5. What does the concept number? So students, here comes the concept number 5. Let's see what does concept number 5 say. Concept number 5 says that there is the phrase to go into effect. So here I would like to tell you about effect. Effect is a verb. The Hindi meaning of effect is prabhav dalna. And whenever we talk about affect, we do not use any kind of article like not article. We do not use on with it. If we are especially talking about affect, and there is the word effect. This is a noun. The meaning, the Hindi meaning of this word is prabhav. So this is a verb and this is affect. It starts from A. This is a noun and this is effect. It starts from E. And whenever we talk about affect as a verb, we do not use any article, we do not use any preposition with that like on. So we do not use with it. But if we talk about effect, which is a noun, so here I am saying to you all, this phrase to go into affect would be incorrect. This word affect would be incorrect. Except affect, there should be effect. So we will write E here because already a verb is here to go into effect, not affect. So now to go into effect, Hindi meaning of this is लागू करना. So here we are talking about the taxes. हम taxes की बात कर रहे हैं जो कहाँ पे हुए हैं, लागू हुए हैं. कब? In June 30. Students, did you get to know something? Here the first mistake which we found out, so that was in July, and I already clearly told you that if we talk about the dates or day, so we do not use N. So here the same mistake comes, so we do not use N with the date because the date is 30th here, so we will use on June. And this is the concept number 1 only, so I do not need to repeat that. Now let's move forward, students. Mr. Trump dubbed this as attack on American firms. And here comes the concept number 6. So what does the concept number 6 say? Concept number 6 says, students, that there is the word attack. Attack can be used as verb and attack can be used as noun. If it is used as verb, means attack करना किसी पर, and if it is used as noun, means only attack, means प्रहार, not करना. So when we talk about attack as a verb, so we do not use. So students, here comes the concept number 5, and let's see what does the concept number 5 say. Here we can see digital services tax that was to go into effect. So here the concept number 5 says that if there is a word effect, which means it's a verb, and Hindi meaning of this is prabhav dalna. Similarly, there is a word effect. Meaning of this, and first of all, let me tell you this is a noun, and meaning, Hindi meaning of this word is prabhav. This is affect, which is verb, and Hindi meaning of this prabhav dalna, it starts from A. This is the word effect. This is a noun. Hindi meaning of this word is prabhav, which starts from E. And here if we talk about to go into effect, so this is a phrase. This is phrase, and already verb is there. To go into effect. Effect is also verb. Go is also verb. So affect will not be there because here we are not at all talking about prabhav dalna. Here we are talking about prabhav. So A would not be here. It would be E. So the error which we detected, that is of not affect. This is effect, means prabhav. And if we talk about the phrase to go into effect, the Hindi meaning of this is लागू करना। सो यहाँ क्या लागू हुए हैं? Here we are talking about digital services tax जो कि लागू हुए हैं. So this is the concept number 5. Now let's talk about concept number 6, which already I taught in this video. Did you guess that? Okay, no worries. I tell you, concept number 6 is effect in June 30th. I already told you at the starting of the video that if we talk about date or day, so we do not use any preposition with that. Here again in is used, so it is quite understood to you all that in will not be here, only on will be written here. On June 30th. Mr. Trump dubbed this as attack on American firms. So here comes the concept number 6. Now students, let's see what does the concept number 6 say. So concept number 6 says that whenever we talk about attack, we can take attack as a verb and we can take attack as a noun. If we are taking attack as a verb, then we do not use any kind of preposition. Like there are a lot of learners or students, they use attack on somebody or attack on something, which is completely wrong. Because here we are talking about attack as a verb. If it is coming as a verb, we do not use on. But if it is coming as a noun, which means we will use first of all article with that. So article will be used here and we will use on also with that if it is coming as a noun. So on would be used here. Again, let's see the sentence. Mr. Trump dubbed this as attack on American firms. So here attack on American firm, here attack is used as a noun, and I already cleared to you all that if it is coming as a noun, so article will be used here. So here article will be used. What article? That is an attack. An attack, and on is completely correct here because it's a noun. With noun we have used article and on would be used here. So that is an attack on American firms. Now let's move forward. Canada expected that it will generate about $5 billion. So students, here comes concept number 7, means rule number 7. Let's see what does concept number 7 say. Students, concept number 7 says that if there is clause, clauses are of two types, principal and subordinating clause. And if principal clause is in past tense, here we can see Canada expected that, with that subordinating clause starts. So if principal clause is in simple past, it is in simple past because V2 is used here. If principal clause is in simple past, so definitely subordinating clause also will be in simple past. And here we can clearly see that subordinating clause is in future, will is used here. So without means will not be used here. Rather than this, would be used here because would is V2 And concept number 7 says that if there are two clauses, principal clause or subordinating clause, if principal clause is in its past tense, so subordinating clause also will be its past tense. So that's why will not be used here, only would will be used here. Okay, learners, now here comes concept number 7. Let's talk about it. What does it say? So let's start. Canada expected that it would generate about $5 billions from DST on revenue from Canadian source digital. So here comes concept number 7. So learners, whenever we talk about billion, so it billion. If it is insufficient, yes, it is insufficient unit. What is insufficient unit? Insufficient unit means by looking at the word billion, we cannot say we are talking about billion of money or we are talking about billion of book. We cannot say anything. Billion needs a word to clear it. So that's why we have used the sign dollar here. So if it is insufficient unit, so we do not use S with it. So S would be cut down here. So it would be $5 billion, $5 billion only, not billions. Yes, if we are talking about sufficient unit like if we are talking about kilometer, so we can already guess it that we are talking about the distance. And if we are talking about minutes or hours, so we can clearly say that here we are talking about the time. So it is called sufficient unit. But if we talk about billion, we cannot guess we are talking about what. So that's why not billions, only billion would be used here because it is coming with dollar to clarify it, to clear it. So that is $5 billion from DST on revenues from Canadian source digital services since 5 years. Here comes the concept number 7, learners. And what does the concept number 7 say? Concept number 7, not 7, 8, sorry. Concept number 8 says that if we talk about point of time, then we use since. जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं ना सुबह से, शाम से, बचपन से, ओके, या फिर और भी बहुत सारी चीजें बोलते हैं. सो जब भी हम वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी यूज सिंस. लाइक माय मदर इज or my mother has been cooking food since morning. So we use since. But if we are talking about period of time, then we use for. Like my mother has been cooking for 2 days. That means this is the period of time. And if we talk about the period of time and the action is completed, then we use for. If the action is going on, we use over. So, learners, can you tell me which word would be used here? For or over? Action is completed or not? So, don't worry about that. I tell you. So, with 5 years, if we are talking about this action, so it is going on over 5 years. So, here we will use over, not since, not for. That is over 5 years, dating it back to January 1, 2022. So students, this is the paragraph and we have done error detection and we have learned at least 7 or 8 rules how to find out the errors and how to correct it. And I hope you like this video. And if you like this video, students, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our channel, and yes, if you want more videos like this, so don't forget to comment below. Thank you very much, students. You all have a nice day. This is Neha Gupta saying bye-bye, tata, goodbye, and take care of yourself.